Fitton's Theater of the Words. Stories of roads not taken and worlds within worlds where justice is served to those who step beyond the edge of time, space and reality, good and evil, and life and death. Complete short stories and novellas. Paperback. No Place Like Home. Don Murdoch enters his aunt's house of the past where he must decide whether to change the past. The assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Mr. Greenwald's Tiergarten. Sidney B. Greenwald is sold a bill of goods and attempts to leave contrived realities created inside a Tiergarten by a man named Jackson. Fast forward. Fast forward. Steve steals a remote control from Dr. Milkowski. How altruistic will he become once he knows he can go back and forth in time? The Last Rites of Dottie O'Leary. Thinking of You. Who controls the freighter Practicant, the Hubric artificial intelligence, or humans? What is real and what is merely the desire of the Hubric? Who will live and who will die? The Monstrosity. Vincent Montessori has built more malls than anyone, without seeing the destruction in his wake. Montessori must find the key to existence or face an eternal nightmare. The Ultimate Salesman. The obnoxious Nick Piranha has bullied his way to the top. Piranha returns to his origins as his world slowly is annihilated. Daycare. Clarice sends her father Morris to an adult daycare facility, a facility with unbounded possibilities. When she removes Morris, the cycle is completed in an unusual and rejuvenating way. In My Image. Herbert Frederick is the new plant supervisor putting pressure on Kluger. Only problem is, Frederick possesses supernatural and quite evil powers that are used against Kluger inside the plant. Sweep of the Sweep. When Mike lost Jody, his world became a darkened shell of happier times. Mike hears voices and a world beyond the constraints of everyday life. The world thinks him crazy until he finds the peace so abruptly taken away. The Decision. The decision of Ax's goal is to become a prolter, in charge of others and a ship. But he must make a final judgment that will either give him what he wants or cause his own death. Shootout at Coldwater Canyon. Elmer Guinness is a timid man who allows himself to be bullied at the office. When the office takes a company vacation to a simulation of the Old West, Guinness faces life, death and justice. Crossroads. Caught between the 19th century small-town America and a fast-paced 21st century marketing business, Todd Granger is trapped in a cycle from what he wants and loves versus an immoral, soulless world. Read Roy His Rights. Players in Purgatory. Ralph Norman crosses a bridge into a world controlled by a select few with the ability to morph between identities. Smelser is on the run and warns Norman about Gerstein's funeral home, the destination for those absorbed as players in purgatory. Sarge. Jackie and the Z-Man taunt the old man in the supermarket. The old man falls, the security people arrive, and the teens flee. But when they enter the store freezer, they emerge in World War II, and the approach to the Remagen Bridge across the Rhine. Jackie soon understands death, service, and the fight. But most importantly, he comes to appreciate and revere the old man in the supermarket. The Village Part 1. The Village Part 2. The Village Part 3.